Hi, welcome to AFTV. It's now time for the fan roundup. It is absolutely blitz. We've got the last fans hanging around here. I'm going to start with you, my friend.
Fans, that's what we are.
Fans.
I'll tell you why I'm hardcore. I was feeling proper rough on the way up here. I had a bad day at school because I had to break up a fight. I actually broke, look, my hand's broken. That's nothing like that's going to stop me coming to the Emirates.
Love that.
It's the Champions League matches that do it for me. It's the biggest tournament in club world football. Even a broken hand is not going to stop me coming down the Emirates. You know what I mean?
Respect that. Let me ask you. You talk about the Champions League. Let me ask everyone this: what are your hopes for the Champions League this season? Now this sounds, because fans are really just pushing it to a side. Like, don't think about winning.
No. Listen, man. Arsenal is a football club, right? We've only ever won 2 European trophies, believe it or not, right? Whereas, you know, people think, oh, Arsenal are a big club, we've probably got about 5 or 6, we've only got 2 European trophies. So for me, this is the big one. It's the biggest thing in world football. And listen, when Chelsea won it, was it a few seasons back?
Yep.
They only finished 4th or 5th in the Premier League.
Correct.
So why can't we win it then? And make Arsenal great again, you know what I'm saying?
Well said.
Yeah?
Thank you very much. Now, again, you heard the question. Is that fair to say? He's right. Chelsea were out. They were like top 4, 5, I think, or 5th when they won the Champions League. For you, are you a fan that says, don't think about the Champions League. Like, let's be realistic. It's not gettable, or is it gettable?
See what it is. As a fan of a big club like Arsenal, you have to always believe it's gettable.
Fair.
Is it realistic that we're going to do it? I'll have to see when the January window ends.
Fair.
But in it to win it, like you said, Chelsea won it twice. And they finished 6th and whatever.
Yep.
So it is possible. We shouldn't be writing it off. We've never won it before. It's other fans that are belittling us, saying, oh, Arsenal and Champions League, don't even put them two in the same conversation. Us as fans, we need to be the ones to believe that we can win it. So yes, we're in it to win it, sis. Yes,
Again, same question. Is that fair? In it to win it, is it, or is it? Are we looking like we could be laughed at if we start to believe that Champions League is possible?
Do you know what? If we had got the signings we should have by now,
do you know what?
I would be on the super bandwagon. We're gonna win it and all of that. But
Where the signings?
I'm not, because we watch Chelsea do it by the crook, by hook or by crook. And when we play our football, it gives you more to believe that we can beat anyone on our day as long as the mentality's right. But the way we've been playing, it's a bit lethargic. The way we're moving the ball, it's not the best, man. I'm not too impressed. Although we won today, but that was a different opposition. I don't think Jorginho and Declan would have looked as great as they did and bossed it. Although I was very happy with Jorginho. Sometimes it's a bit embarrassing how good that he's the one that is the one keeping it ticking over, and everything relies on him so much.
Jorginho's, he's been good since he stepped in. I think he gets a lot of disrespect, but he's been a very good player for Arsenal, in my opinion. Lastly, let me just ask you this. I'm not going to ask everyone, but one player you don't want to see come through the door for Arsenal in the window. So there's a lot of players we've been linked. The ones that we've been linked to. Who's one you're like, nah, that's not for me.
You know what? I can't really give. So I don't know enough about Zubimendi to say get him. So. Yeah, but I don't really want to pick anyone. I haven't got one at the top.
Nice, that's good.
Could I quickly introduce myself before I
course.
leave? My name, no one knows who I am.
Go on, tell him, man.
So, I'm the game before and after the game. I was the game before the wrestler was pedigreeing man on the concrete. I was also the game before the rapper the game had been shot 5 times like I will never have to. Do you know why? It's because I hate guns. Do you know why? It's because I am one. Do you know why? It's because I'm a lethal weapon. Do you know why? It's because I'm that Gooner cannon.
Go forward. Thank you very much. Let me ask you, Champions League?
After the month that we've been having, to win the Champions League, the big one, the one that we've not won before, are we going to win it?
And on that, I think I'll try and catch London transport.
I would like to believe so. Doesn't look like we're going to, but you know what, from performances like tonight, let's look at the positive side. We're third out of Europe. We're looking at City, we're looking at Munich, we're looking at Madrid. They're just about scraping through to this qualification stage. We're about to be clear from that. I think we're 1 point off from guaranteeing the top 8. So the dream is there. The dream is there. You know, on our day we've gone to Sporting, beating them, PSG, beating them. Turn out to City. PSG ain't for everybody. Held our own against Atalanta. Yo, we've had a good string of results in Europe. We've had adversity. diverse types of teams, diverse types of players, and we've come out on top each and every time. So, can we win the Champions League? The Arsenal fan is going to say, yeah, we're going to go as far as we can do it. We're going to push for this one. But again, when I looked at the squad today, and I know we got injuries, I know we're resting a few players, this isn't the team that can win the Champions League. Like, Zinchenko, Kirill, George is quality central midfielder, but for starting the Champions League for 90 minutes, we don't want to have to rely on him for too much. Havertz up front, goal and assist. I'll clap to that. That was very good. But I think that was his first header out of 5 in the last 3 matches that he's hit clean and scored. He's missed like 5 sitting headers. So something to touch up on that. I'm glad they were playing that samba music in the training today. And I think Martinelli, we discovered his Brazilian roots because he had a good game today. Created the first goal, assisted the seconds. Trossard seems to have found his form. You know, in pieces, we put it together and we get the job done. But to win the Champions League, you know, the fingers are still crossed. But we'll see where we go from there.
Okay, thank you very much. Come forward, my brother. Come round here. Round this side, come round here. Thank you. So let me ask you this. Should we just be forgetting about the Champions League, even though we are sitting in third? The thing is, I asked this question because I even watched the Real Madrid documentary the other day about them, and it's the Las Blancas. It's their trophy. They always win it and whatnot. But Arsenal, they're in it. I think fans have said, if we made some more sides, you have more belief. But is it possible? Is it something you look at and say, stop thinking about? I can't think about this. Let's just focus on the league. Where are you at?
So it's interesting because where I'd go with that is that in the domestic league, the way Man City fell off, and a lot of people said that was, with them falling off, that should be a big opportunity for us to go and push to win the league. And I was saying at that time, look at Man City in Europe and Real Madrid, how poor they're playing. I said, we should be looking at possibly seeing what we can do in Champions League.
Fair.
But in terms of how we recruited in the summer, we didn't get the player we knew we needed to take us over the line. I kind of thought, it's not just an opportunity missed in domestically. I'm looking at it, thinking it's an opportunity missed in Europe. So I don't see us pushing to win Champions. I think the Champions League open up for any team outside of what would be the conventional favourites to go on and maybe, be unexpected and do it.
Yeah.
I would say one thing you could say to give us confidence is I've seen worse teams win the Champions League in terms of Chelsea both times.
Yeah.
Because that's the one thing as an Arsenal fan that gripes the most about the fact they won it twice is that it's probably the 2 worst Chelsea teams I've ever seen that won it both those times. But I just don't see it happening for us unless we recruit massively this window. But unfortunately, I just can't see us pushing the window.
That's an honest review. It's an honest review. Thank you for that. Last 2, jump in, come round here, come round the back if you want to jump in as well. My friend, let me ask you this same thing. Very good opinion there about your thoughts on the Champions League. Is it possible? I mean, everyone references the Chelsea being bad at the time of them winning it, but it's hard because then I think about City won the treble and they were really good when they won it. Liverpool, obviously, when they won it, I think they were around like second position as well. So where are you at? Is it something that Arsenal shouldn't just throw away the aspirations of the Champions League, or is it too much of an ask for us right now?
I think it looks like a tall order because we lack quality in attacking third.
Yeah, fair. If we sign someone, does that change for you?
Depends who we sign, but if you look at our main competitors, for me, a lot of people are overlooking Inter Milan. They're a very good, well-organised side, defensively strong, as we found out in October, I think. But for me, the favourites are Barcelona.
Yeah,
their attack is crazy.
It's a
best
joke.
front three in the world.
Facts. Okay, nice. So Barcelona, the team that no one's actually mentioned. And finally, my friend, you and the Champions League thoughts on. Yeah, you don't. I saw you nodding your head as well when you were speaking. It's a tall order.
My head, I think it's the style of play. Yeah. So even if we get an attacker, I just think Arteta, the way he's playing at the moment, I feel like we've gone back to the second season when he came in. It's like everything's obviously we're strong in defence, midfield's all right, but it's all to the sideways. And there's nothing in the middle. If we get a striker, like I don't see Odegaard doing like an Ozil pass or something like that. Do you get me? It's like everything's just the wingers always coming back inside. Arteta needs to change the play if we want to compete. I mean, you got Barcelona. They scored 5 goals yesterday. Do you get me? Real Madrid, people might write them off, but they always Champions League. So for me, we need to change the way we play. Look, we're through now. Yeah. We need to Arteta needs to go into another gear now. Yeah.
Stylistically needs to change. Fair enough. Without any signings, if he changes the stylistically, does that give you still hope for the Champions League?
I think it lies on Arteta. I feel, as I said, I don't know if he's been. It's weird, like last season playing nice. The season before we were sick. Yeah, we played. To me, that was like some of the best football. Yeah, and then last season, great football, like not as good as the season previous. But he's just gone back, and I'm just a bit worried about that. So even if we get the players, like a striker, I still think we need someone to penetrate. I know it sounds a bit mad, yeah, but we need some penetration through the middle.
Yeah, no, of course.
And I got bored today. Yeah, like in the 30th minute, I'm like, man, even that Tottenham game, I was a bit bored.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's a bit mad. So.
I hear you. I think style of play is definitely a concern there. People, I want you to let me know in the comments below just your thoughts. I know fear of getting clipped of saying, no, we can believe the Champions League, but also on top of that, it's something you shouldn't just palm away. I'm getting frustrated speaking to Arsenal fans. They say, don't even consider the Champions League because you never know what could happen. But he's right, in the sense of we need signings firstly, but also style of play. We need to be more fluid, especially when we come against some big teams. Barcelona was one mentioned, a really good side, and they will give it to us if we ever play them. So make sure we can at least throw it back at them. Same with like the likes of Liverpool. But we'll see what happens. Don't give up hope. Let's hope Arsenal can go on and win something this season. People, I'll see you soon. I'm getting out of it. It's freezing. Peace.